This is a pattern flight. Was done on September 13th. So it was kind of windy that day, like it's been all summer. But it was getting later in the afternoon. I decided as far as popping up, and so we're still kind of figuring out what the pattern should really be, because in the field that was right next to us, they put all of the structure for the farming, which is not good for us at all, because we have no place to go as far as landing. So we just been working our way around it. And that's what I'm going to do as far as this one, is to go all the way around it, and then go down a little bit past the power lines there, and kind of bounce around a little bit. But it wasn't too bad. But landing, I was hitting quite a bit of chop. So in landing, so we're kind of going all around, and even here, there's a field over to the left side, that road. But as soon as I make that turn, there's really not a lot of place to go. And at that point, I think, well, maybe I'll just go down the road, which is definitely not the best place, and you have to drop it in. These engines that we're flying, they're reliable, but they're a little bit older. They were made in the mid-'80s. They get rebuilt about every 400 hours. So we're kind of watching them, keep waiting for the electric engines coming in. But here I am coming into land, and again, I'm getting kind of bounced around a little bit. The wind is coming from the southwest, so that's over to the left. And there I go. I'm not doing a touch and go here, so I'll pop up. I'll do 2 more of these things and a little bit later flight. So, kind of getting blown around a little bit. Not too bad, but I'm almost thinking, wonder if I can cut through one of these roads through there if I have enough room. It will be this flight. Let's see if I cut over this time or not. But I guess not. So, or I'll try down here at this one. Flopping along. The single seat planes that you really feel that the movement in the air a lot more than at the 2-seaters, that's for sure. So just right down this road, I'm thinking, I wonder if I have enough room, and I wonder if it's a smooth road, and maybe I'm with my instructor that we'll kind of go down there and we'll kind of check it out just to see if there's enough to clear the wings. So this is a lot more standard pattern that we usually go down over to these power lines, go down the power lines. And again, Camarillo is kind of a funny airport. We're kind of shoehorned in that we can't fly straight in. There's the hangars in the tower, and they just don't want us over them. So then we have to come in 90-degree angle. So even here, they're going to be putting in the hoops. They got the metal started, and not really good for us at all. Okay, so here I am making the turn. And just going down as far as the power lines is what we normally do. And keep on kind of looking down those roads going, do I have enough room to squeeze in? Seems like right there you can start moving around a bit. It's a transition. And then I usually try to point it towards the wind a little bit, and then kick back with the right foot. So fly back to the runway here, and then just do a touch and kind of go stabilize. There we go. Okay, so one more I'll do, and then I'll do a bit later on. Okay, so this one I think I'm going to go down one of the roads, and the question is, do I have enough room in case something happens? Because you definitely don't want to land in that metal. Not in an open structure or nothing. Okay, so this third one, hopefully I'll show that. So we're just trying to kind of stabilize at the plane a bit, and then base the final is that one shot here. So start making the turn, and usually I kick down the throttle about 300-400, and just just kind of drops in, but it's still kind of moving around a bit. I'm not sure if it makes a difference. I know that the wind going through, that the hangers kind of stirs it up. I'm just wondering if going through some of those big structures. Now this one is a really late flight. I was running around and actually I lost my glasses is what happened. But I wanted just to do one more lap, so I think that my instructor called it in just for one lap. It's we're really not supposed to fly this late because there don't have any lights on the plane, but I'll just do one quick touch and go. So with this one, I think I just go over to one of the roads through the structures. And let's hang a left out if it's the end one I do. Yeah, I think it's this next one. But you can see how much more stable that the air is. I mean, it's such a pleasure flying in stable air. The plane has no the plane has no problem flying through the chop, but it's a bit more enjoyable. So just going down this road here, I'm just wondering, do I have enough room to drop it in? And so I got to figure out, I got to measure it. Looks like it's about 2.5 rows to measure. And again, you can see that the air is just so stable. And that's kind of a standard pattern that we fly. I'm just doing touch and goes and there's nobody in the pattern. The thing I usually do is I'm actually a lot closer to the runway. And I can do that because you can always drop it in downwind or upwind, especially when it's so calm. But this is about as late as I've flown. Again, you can see how much more stable it is as far as the approach and when I approach at the runway. There it goes. It is very, very smooth there. And it just drops right in. Well, on to fly for another day. Take care.